So, in today's video, guys, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why we overeat. Have you gone on a diet in the past that didn't work? I challenge you to ask yourself why that it didn't work. First of all, if you don't already know me, I'm Jackie Grant, your hormone healthy lifestyle advocate and founder of We Grant Fitness and Health. And I help women to transform the hormones and habits so that they feel happier with their bodies again with natural solutions. Remember, hit the like button, hit subscribe and notifications. I'm really excited to delve in this subject with you today. And by the end of it, I hope you get some aha moments. So definitely stay to the end, guys. So, like I said, challenge yourself and ask yourself why it didn't work. Resist the temptation to blame the diet. Take ownership. Why didn't you do what you're meant to do? Why didn't it work for you? Why didn't you commit to it? What weren't you willing to feel? Really focus on the part you played in it. Very empowering. We tend to want to believe we can sign up for a program, go on a diet, and still eat whatever we want, even though we know that hasn't worked in the past. Have you ever felt like that? We like to vilify the diet or the program because we don't want to ask ourselves the hard question as to why we are overeating or not losing weight. And we then blame the diet when we don't lose weight. We don't want to feel and then have to resist the feelings of deprivation, anxiety, and whatever negative emotion we may be feeling when we have had to say no to things we want. Then we associate the negative emotions with the diet instead of associating it with it not being able to do whatever we want. It's a huge difference. Diets are just a way of eating. Many people have success on diets and many have success for a little while and then gained weight back. And many people quit before they have a chance to see results. Are you one of those people? If you have success with a diet and then you go off the diet, you gain all the weight back on. It was not because the diet didn't work. It wasn't because it's either because you did not deal with the emotions around the food properly, or you did not do the work to become aware of your body and understand the effects the food has on it. So if you rely on a diet to provide you with the exact nutrition plan for your complex body and your emotions, and you don't have any put into the decision making, then you're relying on something external that can disconnect you from the wisdom of your own mind and body. So let's take a look at this. The 3 main reasons why people overeat and choose unhealthy foods. They're unable to recognize and manage their emotions around food. They completely lack awareness of their body hunger cues and fullness. They don't know what to eat in order to lose weight and be healthy. I suppose there's a 4th reason, and that someone just doesn't care. So let's dive into these. So dealing with your emotion, let's be real, changing how we eat is hard. Food has a lot to do with what we do and how we feel. When we've had a long day and we come home, we take care of the kids all evening, hardly had a moment to think, and then finally at 9:30, you sit down and you relax, and you deserve something, maybe a glass of wine, a sweet treat. You deserve it. You deserve a break. But do you need alcohol or food or anything external to reward yourself? Can you just be content and happy without anything external? This is an example of food being used because of how you feel, not because you are hungry. And it's not always a bad thing to enjoy, some peace and quiet after a long day with food or wine. But if it's a regular occurrence, then once in a while indulgence, then you're eating food because of emotion. Then there's a flip side. You're eating out of boredom, frustration, self-pity, stress, irritation. And this is seen in smokers. They get stressed and they usually reach for a cigarette for a temporary escape. Here's the problem with that: the food or the cigarette is temporary. While it may take your mind off of whatever unmanaged emotion you're feeling, once it's gone, you're left wanting more instead of dealing with the emotion you're trying to mask. Your job then is to address the reason why you're overeating in the first place. So let's look at the brain. Let's say your brain wants to eat sugar. Allow yourself to feel that. Maybe you feel anxious or frustrated and then resist the urge without reacting. Just because you have the feeling to eat does not mean you need to apply it. It's important to recognize and feel the negative emotions and urges and not to indulge in them. And accept the negative urges and emotions as part of life. So, number 2, lack of body awareness. This is a great one. This is something that when my clients work with me, they get to have an understanding of their body. Diets tend to create awareness because there's the need to pay attention to what you're eating. Diets also remove the option of overeating and you follow the diet. People who struggle with diet and exercise their whole life struggle with understanding hunger cues, how emotion drive their movement and eating decisions, and how stress impacts on their bodies. People who have success with weight loss are aware of their decisions on what they're doing and how they're feeling. They are not overly obsessed with what they eat, but they are able to make healthy choices. Most of the time, they enjoy food they really love and say no to foods they don't. So, how do you get to this place? Well, there's some tips and tactics, and I will share a few. But the reality is, you start acting the way you would if you really already reached your goal. I'm sure some of you have heard this before it ever feels natural. So, if your goal is to lose 30 pounds and you feel happy and confident in your body, you have to start taking those actions now. You would eat how you would if you'd lost weight. You would do the things you would do. You would feel happy and confident. Just step into that new version of yourself. It's kind of like bringing home a new baby. It feels completely foreign and scary and overwhelming. And you know that you're supposed to feed the baby and change the dirty diaper or nappy, wherever you're from, bathe the baby and all the things. And so you would do them. You probably don't do it perfectly. You fumble around the actions of parenting. It doesn't feel natural. You have one night where the baby just won't stop crying, and you think you must be the worst parent ever. But you don't give up, and you don't bring the baby back to the hospital. You continue to do all the things, and eventually, over time, changing the nappy that once took numerous attempts is now done in seconds. You don't even think twice about getting the child dressed in the morning, feeding them. Over time, it became easier. So, because you were performing all the actions before it felt right, it made it really easy to step into the role of a parent over time. So, when performing the actions that you know you need to perform in order to eat healthy and live your best life, it will feel unnatural and awkward and uncomfortable at first. You may not feel like yourself, but if you are doing the things that you know you have to do, they will eventually become natural. You won't think twice about which item, to order on the menu or what to eat on holiday. You'll be able to choose the healthy options sometimes, and when you want to indulge, now and then you do. 80-20, guys. 80% of the time you're brilliant, 20% of the time you're not. Well, and That is how you make healthy eating, a healthy living, a lifestyle, not a quick fix or a 6 week meal plan or the latest fad. You know, okay, you know, here's some tips and tactics. So, moderation is all about navigating the middle ground and between starving and stuffed. Many people experience fullness and hunger in extremes, starving or stuffed. So, practice and acknowledge hunger without going right to the food choice you will later regret. And learn to navigate middle ground between starving and stuffed and manage your hunger. So learn what foods are actually delicious, which are not. Aim to eat at 70 to 80% full. Then ask yourself to wait 20 minutes to eat to decide if you still feel hungry. Because 20 minutes is the time that that hormone doesn't kick in till then to let you know that you're full. And guess what? You can be hungry sometimes. In fact, you know, you uh, you are hungry, eat. When you're not hungry, stop eating or don't eat. So, what to eat? Keep it simple. I was going to say stupid, but I'm not going to call my audience stupid, but keep it simple. Start where you are and make healthy upgrades when and when you can. Yeah. Make meals healthier basically come down to two things: what you eat and how you eat. Okay, what you eat, aim to eat include protein in each meal, healthy fats in each meal, eat veggies and fruit every day, at least 2 servings, even more because you want to get that fiber in. Eat more nutrient dense foods, whole foods, add whole grains, eat less processed food, sugar, and less alcohol, and drink more water. How to eat. Enjoy your meals in a relaxed setting. Always sit down, take your time, relax. We don't want those cortisol levels going up. Bring your body into fight flight. What we want you to be is in a relaxed setting so that digestion can start, because digestion stops when you're in increased stress. Eat slowly and mindfully. Definitely let your meal take 20 minutes, 20-minute meal, and be aware of your portion size. And when you're full, so if you can increase your awareness of your body and understand how your brain works, you can better control your thoughts, feelings, and actions around food. So this takes time. I'm not saying this is an overnight thing. It takes time, patience, and practice. Think about it like this. When you can be uncomfortable about being overweight, you can feel frustrated by diets and defeated when things don't work, or enjoy unenjoyable feelings. Or you feel the short term discomfort of not eating the sugar or saying no to the second helpings. Either way, there will be negative feelings and discomfort. Why not choose the discomfort that moves you closer towards your goal? Please let me know if any of this resonates with you. If you like any extra support, my details are all down below. I have openings for free strategy call. You can hit the link below and just book in a time. So, Jackie Grant signing off, your healthy lifestyle advocate, granting you better health and fitness. Don't forget to thumbs up, hit the notification, or subscribe. Thank you.